Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Taj and I'm a paycheck budgeter documenting my financial journey here on YouTube. If you are returning, welcome back, beautiful budgeter. In today's video, I am going to be doing my actual budget. This is a follow-up from the previous video that I did when I kind of pre-planned my paycheck. And so I'm doing some actuals. And so if you are interested to see how this budget actually turned out, then keep on watching.
Get out the way. Who got a watch? Who got the time? I'm racing the clock. Even in my feelings, grind don't stop. Got big dreams, want big rocks. I got plans, you got talk.
All right, welcome back, beautiful budgeters. So in today's video, I am going to be doing an actual of the previous video that I did with pre-planning my paycheck. I kind of needed to see or get an idea of what needed to be paid. And I kind of prematurely, did my budget because I just wanted to be able to write out what needed to be paid and kind of get a visual. So I'm coming back to you with an actual so you can see exactly how my budget turns out. All right, so we are halfway through the month. And let's see. All right, so we're going to be working with, I can get rid of this. Well, not get rid of it, but put it to the side. So I previously did a budget and we just kind of guesstimated. And so we're coming back with the actual factuals. So I'm going to go ahead and fold that up like that so we can have a little bit more room. All right. So first things first, the paycheck and the extra income for this month, for this week. So we had paycheck $1728.89. All right. And then the extra income actually came in over, and that was $1141.34. All right. And so we ended up with a total, let's see, $1128.89 plus $1141.34. So we ended up with $2870.23. All right, and so that's what we're working with. Okay, let me go ahead and pull out my marker so I can kind of keep track here. I probably won't need these, but just in case. All right, so that's what we're working with, $2870.23. And Jeff Davis, so Jeff Davis was $491.38. And then also, whenever I usually pay my light bill online. So whenever you pay online, of course, little skanks, they charge a fee, like a little processing fee. So the total amount that went toward Jeff Davis was $499.28 because it was like $7 and like 90 cents or something, which is crazy because usually if you pay online it's like $2.95 or whatever, but baby, they done look like they're just going up on everything. So yeah, $7.90, girl. I'm just sick and tired of being sick and tired. All right, and then the water, I'm gonna keep that at $10 because we don't want no surprises, and they keep sending those $2 water bills and $5 water bills, and we ain't having it. All right, and then AT&T, that's half of the bill. And so I try not to let a big chunk hit me at one time. And so I kind of stuff until it's time to actually pay the bill. Progressive, instead of it being $286, actually the full amount of Progressive is really like $480 something, but I have four 4 vehicles on my insurance, and one of them my dad has, and so he usually, you know, pays a portion of the insurance, and he ended up doing like half of the total. So instead of it being 286, it was the rest that I paid was or is 240.95. So that number has changed. And then, of course, the Jeff Davis, because of that fee, that has changed. But so far, seems to be the same. This, because I ended up forgetting about my daughter hair appointment, instead of adding 200 right here, I just decided to do 100. And then once I finished, I was kind of like, I could have kept it the same, but we just gonna roll with it, okay? Car note 1, I usually put the same. I do the same thing with the as I do with the AT&T phone bill. Put a little bit to the, kind of balance it out. I put a little bit to the side until it's actually due, and in that way, a big lump sum is not coming out at one time, because my truck note alone, with all transparency, is $721.57. So, girl, we ain't trying to do all that at one time. So that's 180. And then my daughter, her car note, I put 74 to the side for that. But instead of doing 800, I had decided to do 600. This is a total. Let's see what we got, what the bill total is now. All right, so we looking at $1856.23. And I just want to do that one more time just to make sure that I did that right. So we have $499.28 plus 10 plus 152 plus 240.95, 100, 180, 74, and 600. $1856.23. All right. So this is gonna still be the same, like how I'm paying it out of what accounts. So from the 1728.89, and what's gonna come out of that is $499.28, 10, 180, 74, and 600. So 365.61. Let me make sure I did that right. I'm still trying to get used to this calculator, girl. So 1721, because sometimes I be thinking I'm pressing the equal. 1728.89. All right, 1728.89 minus 499.28 minus 10 minus 180, 74, and 600. So 365.61 remaining. And so that's going to be $365.61. All right, and then I don't know why I ain't right there. All right, and then from the 1141.34 minus 152, 240.95, and 100. All right, and so that leaves 648.39. So 648.39. All right. Groceries, we are, let's put this over here. I don't know if y'all can see this or not. All right, so groceries, we are still at, we're still at 200. Gas, 90. Household, 65. And then I ended up adding, my daughter because I forgot I have to take her to Baton Rouge to my niece to get her hair. And so I'm just budgeting $115. All right, so I'm gonna add that up and see what we have. All right, so we look at a 470. Oh, let me do 60. So 465. All right, 465. That's what that was. All right, and then this is coming out of extra income. And cash to withdraw. I know that's going to end up changing because some of these numbers done changed. All right. So we have groceries, 200, gas, 90, and household, 60, and then Mariah, 15. So out of the 365.61, will come the 200, and so that's gonna be 165.61. And so I'm gonna put that here, and I'm just gonna put 165.61. All right, and then out of 648.39, 90, 60, and 115, 383.39. All right, so total is 465. So that one kind of went up a little bit, and from the 355 that we budgeted, and that's because I added Mariah. So out of the 648.39 comes gas, household, and Mariah, and then so that'll leave 383.39, and then out of the 365.61 will come the groceries, so that leaves 165.61. Then we come over here and we have let's see, so we have the Rack City Challenge, we have car maintenance, we have King, and school. So listen, like I said, I am trying to pay off debt, and right now, you know, I'm just not going to focus on all of these different savings challenges and my debt just steady going, getting out of control. So if you don't know, if you haven't been watching any of my videos or you're new to my channel, I took my savings challenges, pretty much majority of them, or almost all of them really. And then I paid off a lot of my credit card debt. And I basically tackled the ones that were the high balances instead of starting low. I did the high balances, and I decided that the savings challenges that I was going to do, they were going to, from this point on, have a purpose. But I am doing little, like I'm not overstuffing. I'm not stuffing so many at one time. I'm just taking my time, but in the process, I'm paying off debt. So, you know, you do what works best for you. Your budget is your budget. Your way is your way. It's not a universal, all one size fits all. You have to make it work for you. And this is, you know, how it worked for me and what I'm choosing to do. So I'm stuffing small. Baby steps still move you forward, girl. So don't feel overwhelmed and feel like you gotta stuff and feel like you looking at these different videos and you see people putting hundreds of dollars in savings challenges and scratch offs and all of this. Don't feel intimidated. Don't feel like you gotta keep up with the Joneses. Just work your flow. Just do what you can do, because I promise you, every little bit helps. And again, baby steps still moves you forward. Okay, so with that being said, Rack City Challenge is only getting $10. My car maintenance, I'm completely starting this over because I got 4 new tires. So $10 is going into there. King is my Siberian Husky. $5 is going into his envelope. And then school envelope is usually like just if one of my daughters want to bring a couple of dollars to school for the vending machine, or, you know, like my youngest daughter on Fridays, they do like concessions and stuff like that. So that's the school envelope. So I'm going to keep that at 30. And that is going to come out of the $383.39. And that's going to leave $353.39. All right, and then we have Zales. I actually paid that last week, and I don't know what I was thinking or why I added it again, but I double checked myself, and that was already paid. I actually paid it twice because I paid it, and then I paid it again because I saw it this morning. It came out again. So I guess I got confused with that, which is fine because this is the next card that I'm getting ready to pay off. The balance is only like 300 and something. So that's my next card that's about to be up out of here. This one was is 38. I am doing the snowball method to tackle the rest of the cards. So if you're not familiar with the snowball method, look it up. There's a bunch of videos on YouTube, but you're basically whatever you can, how I'm doing this, whatever I can spare a month extra on credit card bills, I'm putting that toward a particular credit card plus its minimum balance. And then once I pay that off, I'll take that extra plus the minimum balance of that card that I paid off and apply it to the next card, and then so forth and so forth and so forth until I'm done with the credit cards. Amex is 100, charge some stuff on there, so I'm paying that off. And so that leaves, instead of 175, it's actually 138. So out of the 353.39 minus 138, and that leaves me with 215.39. And then the only savings challenge that I'm doing is I want to go ahead and try to start back building up my emergency fund. That has been completely started over. And I'm, like I said, at one time I was, you know, let me just show you real quick. And if you're interested in this book, in this budget journal, it is available on my website at www.tajbeauty.com. I will put the link in the description below. But in this budget journal, there are a few savings challenges. And so those are the ones that I'm doing, or that I was doing. But in the emergency fund, each emergency truck is worth $25. And at one time, the first time that I did the challenge, instead of doing like, 25 1 week or 25, I would do like 50, 100. And so I was able to complete it quicker than me just doing like one at a time. But this time, I'm taking my time because, and I don't feel no type of way about it anymore because it's helping me. I'm paying off debt. It's, I had debt, but then I was also doing all of these different savings challenges, and the debt was just sitting there. But because the savings challenge envelopes were getting thick and it just looked good and it was satisfying to the eye, it just didn't register me like, girl, what you doing? Like, girl, what are you doing? You got all these different envelopes and you like $15,000 in debt, like with just credit cards. Like, girl, come on, girl, bye. So yeah, and so this is one of the challenges. So I want to build this back up, but I want to take my time. I don't want to try to overstretch or overstress my pockets. So don't feel, no type of way, girl, when you having to put. Let me tell you, I saw a video where somebody was doing low budget stuff, and baby, some of her envelopes, she was putting $1. I kid you not, she was putting $1, $2. And, her envelopes was getting up there. At the time that I seen the video, she had a nice little bit in her envelopes, but baby steps, baby. Baby steps, okay? So with that being said, emergency savings challenge, I'm going to do 25. Now, don't get me wrong. If there are other days where I feel like, or other weeks where I feel like I want to go ahead and add a little bit more, then I will. But I ain't trying to rush it. So that's 25. And this Rack City was actually supposed to be here because that's a savings challenge. The only thing that was my sinking fund was my car maintenance, King, and then school. Rack City should have been up down here, but for some reason I wasn't really thinking, and I wrote it here. So, that. And that's another one. The Rack City challenge. I'm taking my time with that one. I can easily take and put $20, $30 at a time because you have 10s, 20s, and 50s. But I'm taking my time, okay? Take your time, girl. Take your time. And don't be trying to do too much, baby. Take your time. All right, so that's 25. So out of the $215.39, I'm going to take 25, and that's going to leave me with $190.39. And I'm going to keep that as my buffer for that particular account. And then in the other account, I'm going to the bill account, I'm going to keep the $165.61. So let's just make sure, the math is mathing. We want to make sure the math is mathing. So let's see. So out of $1728.89, we are taking $499.28. Oh, we took $499.28 because I already paid that one. That's how I know it was that fee. And then $10 and $180.74. and $600. That leaves $365.61. All right. And then out of the $365.61, we're gonna go ahead and take something out for groceries because them kids act like they be starving. And so $165.61. So that's what we're gonna leave in the bill account for the buffer. And then out of the $1141.34, we're going to do $152. We're going to do $240.95. We're going to do $100. And that's going to leave us with $648.39, girl. All right, my girl, we on a roll. And then out of the $648.39, we're gonna do gas. We're gonna do household, because we need some paper towels and cleaning supplies. And then we're gonna get Mariah a raggedy head done, girl, because you know that lace front is not lacing. All right, so that's gonna leave $383.39. Then out of that, we're gonna do our sinking funds. So that's 30. That leaves us with $353.89. And then we're gonna go ahead and pay off some little debt. So that's $138. That's gonna leave us with $215.39. And then we're gonna go ahead and put a little something in emergency, girl. So that's $190.39. Bam. So our this math thing. I'm not a zero-based budgeter. I do like to keep a little bit something left over because you just never know. Especially when you got kids, girl. All right. So next thing is, so what I am taking out to for cash withdrawal. Where's my for cash withdrawal is going to be let's see, groceries. Well, this whole little thing here, this whole little shebang. So $465 plus 30 plus 25. So we taking out $520 to cash stuff. That's what we taking out. And let me just make this clear. So my actuals left over is 190, and should have made this box, and 165.61. All right. Now we're gonna go over to our cash envelopes, and let's see. So we are going to do this. Fold that so y'all can see. All right. And all right, so our categories were, so we have groceries, gas, household, and we got grocery, gas, household, and rah-rah. So let's see. That was $520. All right, so let's see. So groceries, we're just gonna do 200s. Gas, most 9 times out of 10, because I work 8 to 4:30, I'm probably not going to be able to make it to the bank. So yeah, we're gonna ATM it out. supposed to be doing. So let's see. And 0. So that's what, 16, 2, and 3. All right. And then we have 300. We have 160. We have 20, 40, 0. Let's see if this is gonna be 520. So 300, 160, 20, 40, 520. And then we have to remember that this 200 for groceries comes out of a bill account, which is Bank of America. And then the rest, which is 320, comes from a different account. All right. So that is your girl's actual budget. Yeah. If you like this video, if you like my channel, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Also, hit that notification bell so that you can be notified each and every time I upload. And I'm going to see you beauties in the next video. Bye, guys.